Michael here with a massive week in LEGO news. The return of Johnny Thunder, LEGO Icons Medieval Town Square, more classic space and pirates, LEGO Movie's 10th anniversary, Bricklink sets sold out, plus LEGO sent me new SpiderMan sets so I can make the ultimate display. And don't forget to check out the latest episode of my LEGO Masters recap podcast, TalkBricks Masters. This week I sit down with Season 4's Allison and Melanie for their postseason deep dive. And you can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more using the links below. And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web. So if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First, over to Amazon, the LEGO Ideas Tales of the Space Age is 14% off. From LEGO Disney, Ash's Cottage is 50% off. The LEGO Marvel Avengers Advent Calendar is 40% off. The LEGO Dream Stable of Dream Creatures is 39% off, and the LEGO Creator Main Street is 37% off. From LEGO Super Mario, the Ice Mario Suit in Frozen World is 24% off, and from LEGO City, the Deep Sea Explorer Submarine is 23% off. Over at LEGO, you can get this free Love gift box set with purchases over $75. And if you want to pick up these deals or new sets and support the channel, there's links to everything below. This week, we got word of the return of Castle, Adventures, and Classic Space, so let's break it down. First up for Castle, we got the reveal of the LEGO Icons Medieval Town Square, which is coming March 1st. This set includes 3,304 pieces and will retail for $230. The build for this medieval scene looks amazing, and it is inspired by the 2009 medieval market village, and is meant to be a companion with the previous Lion Knight's castle. The town square is composed of multiple buildings, which all feature hinged sections that can be opened or angled. And I really love the texturing of the roofs, the design of the wood buildings, and all of the exterior foliage. The structure on the left features 3 businesses. At the center, we've got the carpenter with a lathe and a chair in progress. And there's even a crane to access the wood cache above. On the right, we've got the cheesemaker with a farm outside with a goat, as well as a kitchen inside to make the cheese, plus a market stall out front. On the far left is the tapestry maker, complete with the colorful threads, as well as this unique tapestry referencing classic castle, like the LEGO Castle and Joust sets. The building on the right features the Broken Axes Inn, with multiple floors of room, featuring a kitchen, a bar on the main floor, and upstairs there's a room for the tax collector who's secretly hiding some of the gold. On the main floor is the shieldsmith's workshop, who's working on a new shield for the queen. And on the other side of the building is the main Lion Knight's watchtower. Also included is a build for a tree using those unique Ninjago horn elements, with some special posters on the trunk. This set features 8 minifigures on top of the animals. There's the cheesemaker's daughter, the squirrel cat, and of course the goat in a brand new color, the shieldsmith, the carpenter, and the tapestry weaver with some nice new torsos, the innkeeper, the tax collector, and the crook, which brings back the wolf pack, and another Lion Knight. On the whole, I think this set looks awesome, and it really feels like such a nice value at 3,300 pieces. And for me, this is definitely a must-have set. Next up, Johnny Thunder is back. The LEGO City line is bringing back a jungle sub-theme this summer, and Johnny Thunder is going to be one of the stars. And a new Johnny Thunder shouldn't be a surprise, as we got an updated Pippin Reed in the Orient Express and Dr. Kilroy in the recent museum. Like they did with City Space this year, LEGO is using this city line to bring back some of their favorite themes. And with no new LEGO Indiana Jones sets coming this year, we are desperate for some Johnny Thunder. As for the new Johnny Thunder minifigure, it's said that it will feature a hat and face similar to this one from the collectible series, but with the torso more like the original. This sub-theme is said to have 4 sets as well as a polybag, and just like the previous jungle sub-theme, it's going to bring us a lot of new animals, like red pandas, baby and adult gorillas, and the return of the tiger. And I personally can't wait for this epic return. And speaking of returns, coming up soon, we're getting a promo that brings back classic space. Thanks to Jay's Brick Blog, we got a look at the Micro Rocket launch pad, which features a classic space design, but with space babies. As here in this micro ship, we see a blue space baby like we got in the collectible minifigure series and LEGO Creator sets. There's a build for a rocket, as well as this base featuring a white space baby, plus a build for a micro rover. And all these designs are references to classic space sets. This promo is rumored to launch on February 17th and be free with purchases over $200. Next up, this past week on January 7th, we had the 10th anniversary of the LEGO Movie. And what people thought at the time would just be a promotion for LEGO toys turned out to be an enormous success, grossing $468.1 million worldwide at the box office. And that success definitely drove LEGO into a new era, as whether you were a big LEGO fan or just an average moviegoer, it felt like everyone was talking about LEGO. And that success, of course, gave rise to the LEGO Batman movie, LEGO Ninjago movie, and the LEGO Movie 2. While sadly with the LEGO Movie rights switching over to Universal, it's unclear whether we'd ever get a LEGO Movie 3. I'm hoping that more fun will be coming out in the future films. And technically the next LEGO movie will be the Pharrell Williams Piece by Piece biopic, so we'll have to see how that one turns out. Next up, we got the reveal of the LEGOLAND exclusive Pirate Splash Battle with 171 pieces retailing for $28. This set is the latest in the line of LEGOLAND exclusive sets that depicts different areas and attractions from their park. parks. And this is what the Pirate Splash Battle attraction looks like in real life. The build features multiple sections of the different areas of the ride. Here we can see the build for the main ride vehicle, complete with the water shooters. And of course, a treasure chest at the back. There's a small build for a fortress with a tree, target, crab, and flag. Plus a dock build for the entrance with another target, treasure, and that great artwork. Not to mention the shark and an exclusive pirate employee. And I personally love collecting these. Next up, thanks to LEGO and the Ambassador Network, I got to take a look at the 3 January SpiderMan sets. First, we got the SpiderMan vs. Sandman Final Battle with 347 pieces, retailing for $38, and is the follow-up to the $110 SpiderMan Final Battle. This set itself makes a really dynamic display. At the center, the large buildable Sandman sits on this round black display base, and the entire figure can actually be lifted out of the display base as it just sits in this square hole. This figure is built just like the larger buildable figures that we've seen from the superheroes line, complete with all of its posability. The figure's face features some nice printing, and there's even some sculpted detail for the abdomen. The 2 arms are nicely detailed, with one having a far larger hand with a spot to place a minifigure inside. To the left of Sandman is a build for some scaffolding that comes out of this angle, with another bit of scaffolding below. On the other side is a LEGO support beam with one of Doctor Strange's portals with the lizard jumping out, and you can attach Spider-Man's web to the top. The set's 3 minifigures look nice, with the only exclusive figure being the lizard, which is our first lizard ever. Electro also includes a lot of electric accessories, though they're a bit smaller than the version in the larger set. And speaking of the larger Spider-Man Final Battle, this set is just stunning as another dynamic display with tons of characters. And the instructions for the Sandman set show you how to combine the 2. Based on the instructions, here is the final combination, which places Sandman right at the center, exploding out of the crown. Though I will say he's not especially as posable as before, as he actually just snaps off when you turn him. It's easy to find a spot for the lizard in your display, though you'll probably use the original Electro. Sadly, the instructions don't show you how to add the remaining pieces, which we see in the press photos, so sadly you're left with a lot of extra parts. Next up, we've got the Spider-Man race car and Venom Green Goblin with 227 pieces, retailing for $35. Spider-Man's race car has a nice sleek look, and it makes a nice companion to the Miles Morales car we got previously. There's printed tiles on each side, as well as a printed logo with stud shooters at the front, and I like the look of the rear taillights and exhausts. The front canopy can be removed to place a figure inside, and the back section removes as well, revealing a large interior that can hold our 2 minifigures and accessories in the back. And I like the blue windshield. Green Goblin has a Venomized glider with the tendrils at the back and some stud shooters at the front. There are 3 minifigures with the Venomized Green Goblin featuring a dual-sided head, and it is the only exclusive minifigure. Spider-Man includes a flexible web to trap Green Goblin, as well as this longer piece of web. Plus there's a skateboard for Ghost Spider and the newer Banana Peel. Finally, we've got the Venom Mech Armor vs. Miles Morales set with 134 pieces, retailing for $15. The Venom Mech is similar to the recent releases, with a printed tile on the chest, tendrils on the shoulder, and large hands to grab minifigures. The legs feature additional posability, and you can place a minifigure in the chest. There's a spot in the back to attach the long web, and Miles features 2 web accessories. While this is the first mech set to include 2 figures, neither are exclusive, with a similar Miles coming in his own mech set featuring dual molded legs. All these sets are a lot of fun, though I think it's time to get some updated minifigures for some of these characters. Next up in Bricklink Designer Program news, this week marks the pre-order period for Series 1. The Mountain Fortress was the first to sell out, then the Snack Shack and the Old Train Engine Shed, with only the General Store and Parisian Street still available. So if you want to pick those up, get your pre-orders in now. Plus, voting for Series 4 is now open. Next up in LEGO Ideas news, there were 6 projects at 10,000 supporters on the platform, so let's break them down. First up, we've got Wizard of Oz 85th Film Anniversary. The build is modular with all sorts of sections that both introduce our characters and take us to the Emerald City. The designer really managed to capture the story well, and I think a full LEGO set based on this is far overdue. Next, we've got Interstellar, which recreates the Ranger spaceship from the 2014 film. The design for the Ranger turned out nice, and I like the look of the characters as well as the TARS robot. Next up, we've got Working Suspension Railway. The designer did a really great job bringing this unique railway style to life, and it would fit well into a LEGO city. And there's a lot of environmental details and functionality. Next, we've got Metallica M72 World Tour. The build depicts the entire band, the round stage, and these large screens. And while the build features some nice details, it'd be hard to display. Next up, we've got Suitcase Express. The build features a large suitcase that opens up to reveal a train, with a rotating mechanism to make it look like the train's moving along. Finally, we've got Outer Wilds. Straight out of the video game, the build depicts the unique ship, the Protagonist. The builder did a great job capturing the unique ship, but as we've seen many other video game projects get rejected, I'm curious how it'll do, but as always, we're gonna have to wait and see. So there you have it, a jam-packed week in LEGO news. I'm so excited about the medieval town square and can't wait for the return of Johnny Thunder. And with all the great promos and sets, LEGO's really delivering this year. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below if you're as excited as me. And don't forget to subscribe because I'll be back next week with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now we've got this this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations, and be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one!